their body temperature by about 15 degrees by doing it just like that. They will also throw mud and dirt on their backs to act as a natural sunscreen. And elephants have fantastic memories. There's another view of that elephant. Due to habitat destruction in Kenya, many elephants had to start looking elsewhere in order to find food, and they found this on farmers' lands and began to eat their crops. Unfortunately, those farmers turned to poaching the elephants in order to protect their crops and their livelihood. But our researchers here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve discovered that elephants do not like the sound of bees. So they partnered with those farmers in Kenya to create bee fences, and now those fences line the perimeter of the farmers' land so the elephants no longer come near the crops, so the elephants are safe, and the crops are safe, and the farmers now have an additional source of income from the bees' honey. This is called the Elephants and Bees Project.
They create a bee fence.
Wow, we're going inside.
On our right, we can find some tusk marks in this red clay. Those are from African elephants. They do like to eat this red clay because it's full of lots and lots of minerals. And there is another elephant over on our left side. Something that we can do to help out these elephants is by recycling our phones and laptops once we are finished with them. Within those devices, there is a mineral called coltan, and the mining of coltan causes a lot of habitat destruction for elephants and gorillas. And so by recycling those devices in the appropriate locations, they're able to extract the coltan from the old device and reuse it in a new one. That's just something simple that we can do that has a massive impact on these animals. Up ahead, we're going to be passing a couple more baobab trees on our right side, and there is one over on our left as well. These trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year, and they can survive very long periods of drought due to the amount of water they hold in their trunks. And they do have another nickname, that is the upside down tree. Since they are leafless for the majority of the year, their branches tend to look like roots. And there is a smaller elephant over there. She is about 4 years old, so she's not quite a baby anymore, but she is still a very, very little elephant. And on our right, we can get a better view of those Ankole cattle.
Yeah, yeah, see.
There's a great view of an elephant on our left side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice and clear. We can swim.
And on our left, we'll find some beautiful greater flamingos. There are some baby flamingos over there. Those are the ones that are that grayish color. And flamingos are this grayish color when they hatch. It takes around 18 months for them to start turning pink. They do get their pink color from the shrimp that they eat. The shrimp contains a protein called beta-carotene, and that protein is what turns the flamingos pink. And if you see that island that the flamingos are on, you might recognize the shape. That is a hidden Mickey.
A hidden Mickey. Oh. It's like a treasure. It's like a treasure island.
We are now entering white rhino territory. Hopefully we will find some today. It looks like there aren't any over on our left, but that's all right. That does not mean we won't find any up ahead. Now the white rhinos, they do like this area over on our left though. This is the mud wallow. They like this mud because it helps to protect their skin. White rhinos, they do weigh around 5,000 pounds and they can run at speeds of around 35 miles per hour. Rhino bones are also made of keratin, which is the same material that your fingernails and hair are made of. And rhinos don't have particularly great eyesight, and so a group of rhinos is called a crash. On our left, we'll find some cheetahs. They are laying down sort of in that bottom right corner side. Cheetahs are very fast animals. They run at around 60 miles per hour, and they can reach the speed in about 3 seconds. Cheetahs also hunt during
You
the
see that,
daytime. They
Michelle?
have a black teardrop-shaped mark
see?
around their eyes that
Did you
helps
see
to
it?
reflect the sunlight so they can see their prey better. And on our right, that is a baby white
Oh
rhino.
my god.
We just took one a couple of weeks ago.
What is that?
Rhino, mom.
What the?
Yep.
And friends, just another reminder, we do need to remain seated at all times, please.
See, there is a cheetah there. Last side.
I like cheetah. Whoa. Whoa, we're going fast.
On our left, we're going to keep our eyes out for some lions. No guarantee that we're going to see any today. They do spend most of their day sleeping or resting, so if we don't see any, that means they are asleep behind those rocks, but we'll do our best to spot some today.
I see a lion. Where?
A lion's roar can be heard from about 5 to 6 miles away. And this rock structure on our left, this is called a kopie. And a kopie is like a bunch of rock islands that are put together. Lions will lay up here and watch for their prey.
Aditi, sit down. Sit down, Aditi.
Sit down.
On our right, we'll find some more of those white rhinos, as well as a bontebok. Now, that bontebok is a type of antelope. And in the early 20th century, the bontebok was almost extinct. There were only about 20 or so of them left. But luckily, some farmers noticed this and kept them safe on their lands. And those farmers were able to save the entire species of bonteboks.
The baby one's back there on the road. There's so, that's the
And it looks like we'll be able to see a lion just a little bit. They are in that grassy area up on top of those rocks. You can kind of see them moving around. We might get a better view of them up ahead, but I'm not quite sure.
See his ear.
Where?
Not yet.
There you see the palm.
You can kind of see him. I'm going to go very slowly so we all get a chance to see him. You can just see about half of his face.
Oh,
And just a reminder, friends, we do need to remain seated at all
They're
times,
sleeping.
please.
They see that, Michelle?
Yes,
Yeah.
Friends, a reminder, we do need to remain seated at all times.
I
Thank
see
you.
his ear too. No body now, kinda.
Aditi.
On our left, keep your eyes up for some warthogs. Oh, there they are. They're sort of in that right side of this area over on our left. They are the largest burrowing animals in the world, and they use their razor-sharp tusks to dig those burrows. Those very, very large holes on our left side. And when they sit in their burrows, they sit with their tusks facing out for protection. Now, over on our right, it looks like we'll see another white rhino in that back left corner area. We can also find some ostrich eggs. Now, those eggs, they do weigh around 3 pounds each, and they can withstand the weight of a fully grown human, so all of us individually could stand on those eggs without them breaking. Ostriches are the largest birds in the world, however, they are unable to fly. They do weigh around 400 pounds, and contrary to popular belief, ostriches do not bury their heads in the ground when they get scared. Instead, they just lay very close to the ground and try and make themselves look as small as possible. We are now approaching the warden's house, and it looks like the warden has some friends over today. Those are some Nigerian dwarf goats. They do spend a lot of their day eating and resting, and many of them are now domesticated and used for their milk. Their milk is used for both nutrition and for selling. And if you see that yellow box in the front yard between those two posts, that is part of a bee fence that lines the perimeter of the farmers' lands in Kenya to help protect those elephants. And as our time together is nearing the end, I do want to take a moment to talk about some more conservation efforts, as we are very big on conservation here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. There are things that we can all do in our daily lives to help out the animals we saw today, as well as many other animals around the world. We can do things such as reducing, reusing, and recycling. We can reduce our consumption of goods, reuse any products that we can, and recycle anything we can. By doing this, we help to protect the habitats of all of those animals, keeping them living long and happy lives. You can also donate to the Disney Conservation Fund at any of the merchandise locations here in Animal Kingdom. Disney will match your donation, and all of those donations go to helping so many animals around the world.
Ask Lala.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the safari today.
Mommy.
If you'd like to come back and see us again another time, we would love to have you. No two safaris are the same, so maybe next time you'll see some animals that you didn't see on this trip, and maybe you'll get to revisit some of your favorites as well. Animals are always doing different things, so each safari is definitely a unique experience. And if I have any wilderness explorers on board, you have been on the Simba 1. That is the Simba 1. You'll need that information to get your badge. You can find your badge located right across from the standby entrance of the safari. And folks, it looks like our time together has now unfortunately come to an end. But here in Harambe, we do not like to say goodbye because goodbye is just too sad and too final. So instead, we say Kwaherini. And Kwaherini means to go well. Please watch your hands, feet, arms, and legs on the right. Those doors are opening. Kwaherini, friends. Go.